The problem with social media. That is what we are talking about today. Hey everyone, welcome Lady Bosses. It is so great to see you today. I wanted today to come in and talk about a controversial topic, the problem with social media. Yes, we are getting a bit controversial today, so grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your protein shake, water, whatever it is that you're doing, because it is Coffee Chat with Danny, where we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, bringing you tips, tools, and inspiration to help you live an empowered life and have an empowered business that you absolutely love. Are you ready for that? Because I am. So today, all month, actually, we've been talking about speaking your brand, talking about content, talking about social media, talking about planning, talking about finding people, talking about how to sell, all the fun stuff about social media. But today, I'm going to talk about the problem. I'm going to talk about the thing that we don't talk about, because today is Wednesday Wisdom. So if you have been following me for a bit, you know that I absolutely love to use social media. Actually, when I first started my business, I did a lot of social media stuff. I did a lot on helping people start their social media accounts, grow their social media accounts, manage their grocery shop, their social media accounts, because I absolutely love social media. But today I want to flip it a little bit, and I want to talk about the problem. But I'm not going to talk about the problem without giving you a solution, because that's not how I work. So let's get started. All right, I'm going to take a sip. Okay, the problem. Here's the problem. The problem with social media, and I was looking for my notes and I don't know where they are. The problem with social media is, number one, it takes away from our priorities, right? I hear empowered lady bosses and other women that I talk to say that social media is what caused them to not get their work done. Have you ever felt that way? Like you spent your whole day on social media and you weren't able to get done anything that you wanted to do, right? If this is you, let me know down below, because I know that is the case. I know it happens for a lot of you, and it happened to me a lot before. But I stopped that because I am in control of my time, and I am in control of my priorities. I know what's important to me. So here's the solution. How do you fix that? Number one, what is your priority? What is your goal? What is the number one thing that you are focusing on? I talk about this a lot, right? We have a number one thing that we're talking about or that we're focused on, right? For a time, right? Maybe for this year, maybe for 2 years, 5 years, right? Who knows? It may happen in 6 months, but you have a priority, a goal that you want to focus on, right? And then every quarter, you make adjustments to hit that goal, right? You're focused on an aspect of hitting that goal. Then every month, you hit on an aspect of that quarter that's in alignment with that goal. And we break it down all the way to the day. Number one priority for the day. What is the number one thing that you are focused on today? So if your number one thing is not discovered, if you have not figured out what that is, you're going to be spending some time on social media. Trust me, you will, because you don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. You don't know what your next action step is. You're not motivated to do anything because you haven't figured out what your priority is. Number one, know what your priority is. Figure out what it is that you want to focus on, what your goal is, whatever your next step is. Think about that before you do anything, before you pick up your phone and start going into social media, your email, and all the other time waste land. All right, number two, connect, inability to interact with others. So when we're on social media, And where I see this happen a lot is when you're out and about, right? If I, so yesterday, let me tell you the story real quick. Yesterday, I was at a coffee shop local here, which I like to go to every once in a while when I just want a different space and I just want to hone in on something and just be around people, because I'm a people person, right? So I go and I sit down, and if I were to go and just 100% zone in on either my laptop or zone in on my phone and not look at the space around me, not look at the person sitting next to me or not, I wouldn't have made a great contact. I met this lady yesterday simply because I was sitting next to her and she was looking at what I was doing, and so we started to engage in a conversation. Just simply because I was not focused on my phone. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Right? I wasn't doing that. I was actually taking the time to socialize with her, to get to know her, to have a conversation with her. Because what happens when we do this, and I see this, you know, when we go out, you know, and sometimes we do this, sometimes I do this, you know, we'll be out at dinner or we'll be out at the, you know, concerts in the park or street food cinema, right? You know, I love to be outside, and we'll be out and we have our phones, right? Me, my 11 and the 12-year-old, we're all on our phones. We're all doing things, and it happens. So what happens when we're doing that? We're not connecting to our families. We're not connecting to the people around us, and we're not seeing the opportunities. This is a great opportunity for me to start up a conversation with somebody who, you know, I can connect with other people who could potentially maybe even be a client of mine, right? Simply because I wasn't so focused on the social media. So social media, the problem is it can allow us to shift our priorities and shift our focus in not interacting with other people. Now, there is the other side of that where we absolutely can connect with people online. I hope I'm connecting with you right now, right? There is ways that we can do that. But there's also, and I don't want you to miss the opportunities that you can connect with the people who are close to you, who are around you, who, you know, whether they're family or friends or a stranger. You know, we've been taught stranger danger. You know, when you're in sales, you got to be careful of that, right? All right, so number three is our inability to relax, to have that relaxation time. At night, tell me if I'm right. This is you. You're laying in bed, you have your phone, or you're laying on the couch, could be the couch. You're laying on the couch and you're on your phone and you're checking, oh wow, you're checking people's updates, right? This is your bedtime routine, right? This is what you do before bed. You pull out your phone and you start scrolling. You start watching some Instagram stories, or you start going on Snapchat and checking out what people posted. You only got 24 hours, right? Or you're on Facebook looking at the updates and all the arguments and all the people spreading their negativity and opinions, or it could be some good vibes. Who knows? There's all kinds of stuff that you're taking in, which in many times causes these emotions. Whether they're good emotions or bad emotions, these things, these feelings start happening in us, right? And so as we're about to go to bed, how can you relax now? Your brain is thinking. Maybe you're looking at Instagram and you're getting some really great inspiration, which is fantastic, but it's time to go to bed. It is time to relax. It is time to take a break. I know I used to do this, you know, probably this time last year, actually. You know, if I would be working, I took a lot of sick days before I left my corporate job because I was done with it, right? And I was working on my business. So I took a lot of sick days, and I would take breaks during my day, and I would do just that. I was supposed to be just relaxing and just, you know, letting my brain kind of, you know, take a break for a minute. But what was I doing? I was on my phone. I would pick up my phone, I would lay down on the couch, and I'd be like, oh, this is so great. I get to lay down on the couch and search social media. But I wasn't relaxing. I wasn't taking a break. I kept thinking of, oh, I got to do this, and oh, I want to watch this video, and oh, I got to do this. All these things were coming up for me that I couldn't relax, right? And so then I just drained myself out. So one of the things, the way that we're going to flip that, the way the solution here is to put your phone down. When you are looking to take a break, when you're looking to take your lunch, when you're looking to, which you should be doing, and you're looking to, go to bed in the morning, at night, or in the morning when you're starting your day, right? Your social media, how many people liked my post, or how much traction did that video get, or, what did so-and-so post? All of that can wait, right? All of that can wait. And there's later times in the day that we can focus on that. So what you're going to do is you're going to put that phone away. You're not even going to look at it. So I put my phone away roughly 45 minutes to an hour before I go to bed. Sometimes I used to read the book on my phone, but what I found was, the lights, the blue light and all that, it messes up your sleep system, right? Messes up your internal clock. And so I would be, looking at this bright screen and I was struggling to fall asleep. So I started grabbing an actual book, right? Grabbed a book and just started reading it. So I put my phone down. Usually my Instagram post goes out about 8:30, 8:45, somewhere in that area. And then I put it down and then I don't touch it until I go to bed to put it by my bed for my alarm. But I don't even look at it. It's like it's closed for the night. There may be messages on there. People may have tried to call me or emailed me or sent instant messages to me, but my office is closed. I close down my office at about 8:45-ish, and that is it. I do not answer any text, any calls, anything after that, because it is my time. It is my time for me to get into my night routine, for me to set some time to relax, read a book, right? Really start to just set the tone. I read a book and I grab a cup of tea, mint tea to be exact, and I just sit down on the couch and relax it out until it's sleepy time. And then I go to bed, right? All right, so number 4 is, one of the problems with social media is, and I kind of touched on this a little bit, is drama. There's so much drama on social media, right? There's all these, it's great, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's a great tool. It's a great way for us to express our thoughts and ideas and for us to get some news and just, see what other people are doing. However, there's a problem with that, right? What we tend to do is, because social media is kind of like a step away from ourselves, what do? We post our thoughts. And sometimes we're in a high, let's say we're frustrated or we're upset, right? This very high energized energy in a negative way, though, right? So we're not happy, or we're overwhelmed by something, and we're upset and we're frustrated and we're angry. And so what do? Go on social media. We start typing it up, right? We start commenting. We see somebody post something, and then immediately we get into a battle. I've seen this a zillion times especially on Facebook, but other not so much on Instagram, and maybe it's just because people I follow, right? I'm very strategic about who I follow. And Twitter, you definitely see that on Twitter and Facebook. I think I see that a lot. YouTube videos as well, but mainly where I see a lot of these battles happening is on Facebook, Twitter, and then in your YouTube comments, right? So people, have posted something that is highly energized in a negative way, right? And so then there's all these people, it like raise them up, like, you ain't not gonna say that, right? And they start going after each other and picking on each other, and it's just drama. It's just drama, and it drives me crazy, because social media is such a powerful tool that we could be debating these really great topics that our world is facing, that our country is facing. We could really start really educated conversations and teach people things about what is happening, right? Instead of just coming from this negative idea. And so that is a problem, right? So how do we solve that? Well, I'm going to say good vibes only. And what I mean by that is an education standpoint, right? We used to be able to debate issues in this world, in this country, and walk away still friends. For some reason, that can't happen anymore, and that is really sad. So can we post really good content, whether it's on your personal stuff or on your business stuff, that is educating people, that is showing them another side of the story, that is helping them see the bigger picture, right? Can we post positive messages and show the positive things that are happening? A girl in a Facebook group that I'm in posted a bunch of pictures from a celebratory event in Las Vegas. How powerful was that? That gave me chills when I read it, because it was like people coming together, one another, supporting each other, helping each other through a crisis, right? So there we, right? You think about all the other people, right? Like, well, they're doing this and they're doing that and they're going to keep, let them be. That doesn't mean you have to. Doesn't mean you have to get involved in that, right? You can post the good stuff. You can post the positive stuff. You can be the light when there is dark. All right. Number 5, this is my last one. The false reality. Social media tends to allow us to put up this false imagery of ourselves, this false imagery of our life, these ideas that are not authentic, right? These ideas that we are living this fabulous life. Yes, in some ways we are absolutely. I live a very fabulous life. Although my desk is a mess. If I pull this curtain back, you'll see my house, right? It's all a facade, right? But it doesn't have to be that way. We can be real. We can be us, right? I say this after every single video, to be you, to be amazing, because I absolutely believe in that. I believe if you were just to tap into who you really are, goodness gracious, the world would explode, because your greatness, your ability is so fantastic. It is unmeasurable how great you are. But it's not the great that you think everybody wants you to see, or everybody wants to see, or everybody wants you to be. It's actually being you. You know, somebody commented to me the other day saying, like, you know, Danny, you feel like I'm chatting with my friend or my sister, because this is me. I'm not putting on any act for you. If you were to come into my house, this is what I would be doing. This is how I would be talking. If we were to hang out at a networking event, this is who I am, right? You're seeing me, and that's how I show up, and that's how you have to show up. Show the imperfection, right? I messed up a zillion times before I started this particular video, because I was testing something out, and I was, you know, trying to figure something out. That's what it is, right? I'm sure people were like, what the heck are you doing, Daddy? Yes, right? I'm testing things out. I'm going to show you my coffee mug, right? I'm going to show you, you know, my house, right? It's messy at this point, right? This is real. This is real life, right? This is who I am. I'm being me. I am being authentic. I want you to do the same. So you go out. I'm gonna repeat these 5 solutions, because we're not going to talk about problems anymore. We're going to talk about solutions. So the 5 solutions, and I talked through them really quick, but I do want to emphasize them here one more time, is focus on what your priorities are. Focus on your goals, and that will help you get rid of the distraction of social media, right? So schedule the social media time. Number 2, connect with people who are either around you physically in your environment, or make a connection online. Don't, you know, just dive into social media and forget the people around you. Number 3, put it away. Put your phone away, put your tablet away, put your laptop away, put it away, and allow yourself the time to relax, whether that's during a break, during your lunch, or during your evening or morning routine. You know, my coach says this about her lunch. She has a millionaire lunch, and it is all about tapping into her and nothing about your phone or social media. It is truly her time, which I absolutely love. Number 4 is good vibes only. Good vibes only. Support others. Post encouraging messages. Inspire other people. Be the light when there is dark. And number 5, be you and be real. Forget about the fake facade that we all put on. Be real. All right, everyone, that is it for us today for Wednesday Wisdom. I hope you've enjoyed these 5 solutions for fixing the problem with social media. I would ask if one of these things really resonated with you, or if you felt like, wow, yes, I agree. If you agreed with anything that I said today, down below, show me some love. Just say, I agree. Just say, I agree. And I will know that you absolutely are part of the solution and are ready to take that step to be part of the solution and not the problem. All right, everyone, that is it for us today. As always, I'm going to invite you to be back tomorrow for episode number 102. Can you believe it? We are over 100 episodes, and tomorrow is Empowered Thursday. So we'll be talking about empowering you. So that is it for us today. Have a great rest of your day. Go out, be you, and be amazing. Bye.